So I had Activision Anthology, I had Final Fantasy Anthology. What's one more anthology on the shelf? Especially when it's more accurate ports of Art of Fighting games I already have on the Super Famicom. And in truth, there are about as many upsides as downsides to an assembly like this. First and foremost, despite their attempts at obfuscation by way of ridiculous translations, there's an overarching plot behind these three titles. Back when it was a matter of hunting them down at the arcades strewn about the countryside, yeah, it was kind of difficult to be able to appreciate the story, but with the entire saga compiled on one disc, you can better understand the motivations of Rio and Robert and all those other jokers what meandered into the shot. Unfortunately, these three games are presented as direct emulations of the original Neo-Geo arcade software. Normally that'd be a fortunately, but in this case, that original arcade software expects that your buttons are labeled A, B, C, and D, instead of, an actual PlayStation controller. As such, any advice or commands given within the game are more than completely useless. But if you're familiar with the basic mechanics of the series, you can quickly grasp the differences, adapt your motor memory, and deal with it. It's just punch, kick, throw, and taunt buttons. That's all you've got to worry about. It's seriously stripped back compared to the extra intricate nature of modern fighters, but for 1992, well, there's a reason these things managed to make a ton of quarters. Art of Fighting 3 in particular looks really freaking good for its age. The overarching presentation doesn't add all that much to the three titles included, save for some graphics options and the friend of every moderately obsessive fighting game fan, a color editor. While these games themselves might not feel all that comfortable compared to the stuff we're used to these days, it's a glorious reminder of just how much effort SNK put into the storylines of their fighting franchises. It was stories like these, translated just as badly, that led to all of the Orochi and Nest's nonsense that we kind of take for granted these days. This is what set the Neo-Geo's offerings apart from, say, Killer Instinct or Mortal Kombat, and even today, you come to expect a rich plot from whatever fighter you put your hands on. Skullgirls did it, Guilty Gear did it, Injustice, and you get the point. If you can stifle your laughter from the rather ridiculous dub job, among other ridiculousnesses, it's worth giving these a playthrough.